Hello and welcome to the We're Not Experts History Podcast. Now, today you have got me, Sarah, and we've got James as usual.
As usual.
But we've also got a special guest. We have got Richard.
Hello.
So, a little bit different today. We've kind of done something like this before. It's like a true and false scenario. But we thought it would be more fun if we got an extra person involved. Hence, Richard joining us for this session.
I'm sad or looking sad on my own, actually. Just sick of it. Let's get someone else in who looks like a saddo as well. You're not going to win, because we either know a lot and look sad, or you get nothing and look sad. So you can't. It's just, you're on a hiding to nothing.
Anyway, let's get cracking. So the way it's going to work is there'll be multiple rounds. I would tell you how many, but I've forgotten how many I did, so we'll just see. They'll all be based on different themes, and in each round I will give you 3 scenarios. 2 of them will be true, 1 of them I will have made up. You have to decide which one is made up.
Right.
And if you get the right answer, you get a point for each round.
Okay.
Now, you can discuss it amongst yourselves, you can give the same answer, you can disagree and give different answers. Either way.
So are we sort of playing against you, or is it the aim to...
Oh, that's a great shout.
Technically, yes, it would be against me, because if you do manage to guess correctly, then I'm not doing my job very well.
That's
so
that's a
technically,
I think if you just tweak the format and improve it.
Well, to be fair, yes, we could do it that way. It could be you 2 against me, or you could be against each other.
I'd say, Sarah, I think your days might be numbered on this podcast.
Right, okay, so it's the boys against girls.
Yeah.
Girl.
Right.
Girl, singular.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start.
Yeah.
So,
I'll also like to point out that we did this once before, and it was embarrassing me. You did very well, I seem to remember.
you did, actually.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. But anyway, we'll get started.
Yes.
First of all, medieval madness. James's favourite topic.
Idiots.
Round 1. So here are the 3 scenarios. A. The man who carried the king's hunting birds to the hunt carried them on a wooden frame called a codge. These men were usually elderly and trustworthy servants and were called codgers.
Yeah.
This is where we get the term old codgers.
Okay.
So that's A. B. Some medieval towns required citizens to hang slices of bread in their windows during winter to absorb sickness from the air. Once the bread hardened, it was thrown into rivers to carry disease away. C. Most musicians, you'll like this one, Richard, most musicians in medieval England were seen as rogues and thieves and were only allowed to stay inside a house whilst playing. After they had performed, most were required to sleep in the stables or in a barn. Now, which one of those did I just make up?
That's down from the medievals. Had some stupid ideas.
The bread one sounds like the sort of thing they would have done.
Yeah.
And I think the old codger one makes too much sense.
That's the only problem. That's how it's been designed. Make you think that could be true.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean.
And I still think a lot of musicians, Taylor Swift, for instance, are stealing a living anyway. So that might still be the case.
I think it's the codger one is what you've made up.
I reckon it might be. The only problem is that bread one.
Can you read the bread one again, please? What did they use the bread for?
So they put bread up in the window to absorb
sickness from the air.
Then when it hardened, you throw it.
And this is medieval. So
this is a medieval
time.
And yeah. And obviously I'm sure we covered medieval medicine, and it is ludicrous.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's the only problem with this.
And the music one, they weren't allowed to leave the house.
No, they weren't allowed to remain in the house
unless they were playing.
Unless they were performing. After that, they would be asked to sleep in the barn because they were seen as rogues and thieves.
I reckon that's true.
So you think that one's true?
Yeah. And I think the bread one's true.
Shall we go with the codger one?
You think the codger one?
Yeah, we'll try the codger one.
I like the fact that could be...
It could be true,
yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Do you want me to reveal as we go, or reveal at the end?
Do it as we go.
As we go,
yeah. We'll forget the ones at the beginning.
Yeah, we'll lock that one in.
Okay, so you think A, codger is actually made up.
Yeah.
You'll both be wrong.
Oh.
That is actually true. The made up one is the bread one.
Oh, is it?
Oh, the one I was
Okay.
convinced. We see how this is going to go then, can't we? Sorry.
Blimey.
So
I was convinced the bread was true.
So that is
Yeah,
one
that's the
point.
only problem. It is very plausible.
Yeah.
If this is all about medievals.
It's not all
Oh,
about
God,
medieval
God,
times,
yeah.
but
I mean, they weren't the only idiots. If we're
no,
gonna-
there were
if
lots of idiots
if
through
we're
If
history.
we're going to start going back to like Pliny the Elder, then he was a moron as well.
He's not mentioned anywhere.
Excellent.
In this,
He
so
was the
you
one.
Don't need to
Well, who was the
worry.
one who sat in the barrel? The Greek philosopher.
Oh, I can't remember. You had Pliny the Elder, who was the one who come up with recorded a lot of medicines, and it was absolute crap. And he was there the day Vesuvius erupted, and he decided he wanted to get closer to it. So he got in his boat and went over to it. That's how intelligent he was.
All right, well, let's hope it's not one of the true or false ones.
Yeah, a
that
bunch
come
of-
up with
I just read
that.
I can tell you it's not.
All right,
So
yeah.
we're good there. Okay, round two. So it's still medieval madness is still the theme. Round two. I think I did 3 rounds for each theme. I think I wrote this a while ago. Anyway, round two. A. People believed that carrying a frog in a small pouch could cure disease. The frog was supposed to absorb the illness before being released or buried.
Well, that's the same as the bread one.
Yeah.
B. Church bells were rung during thunderstorms because people believed the sound could break up storms and scare away demons thought to be riding the lightning.
That's ride the lightning means something very, very
I'd just
different.
like to remind you
Yeah.
that we are all descended from these people, okay, who made these decisions.
Some of us are.
So don't get above yourselves here. Right, C. Some medieval priests claim that sneezing during prayer meant the devil was attempting to steal your soul, and services would briefly stop until blessings were spoken.
That sounds crap, but it would explain why you say bless you when
Bless
people
you.
sneeze.
Yeah, that's got to come
Yeah,
from somewhere.
that, and I think the frog one, I think I've heard about something about a frog
Yeah,
carrying a
but
frog or
I
something.
wonder whether she'd throw that one in twice as being fake.
That's what I can't
Yeah.
believe that. So
Yeah.
I think it's, and the reason I don't think it might be the one about the bells, scaring away,
Yeah.
because Christianity would have been quite strong then. Would they have been scaring away demons and what have you? Like, I'm thinking gods and weird demons. I don't know. So I don't know.
Yeah, surely you would have thought if people believe in little weird demons, that's probably heresy or some old
That's what I mean.
crap,
Yeah,
rather than, yeah. They're basically they would want to scare off Satan.
yeah.
And if he was riding the lightning, it means he'd been sent to the electric chair. Unless
What do you
that's just
reckon?
phrasing. So we can go with that one.
What do you
bells,
reckon?
church bells.
So you think the church bell
Church-
one is false? You
I
think
think
that's
I'll
the
go with
false
that one then, yeah.
Okay, you're wrong.
No,
That
God.
is true.
Yeah.
So the frog one is true, and
Oh, thank God for
I
that.
have
Oh.
to share this.
Yeah.
I have to share this. The frog one, they didn't just use live frogs. They also used things like frog bile and frog blood.
Nice.
Just so you know, I've done my research on this. I'm not just making this up. And they used crushed frogs as a poultice to relieve joint pain. That was
Lovely.
quite common.
I was just
And-
doing that on my thumb before I come out.
This, I have, yeah.
They used to use frogs for pregnancy tests as well.
Did you just make that up?
No, I didn't.
I haven't actually heard
No,
that.
you could. There was I can't think it was for a certain type of frog. They would inject it with the urine from a woman who thought she was pregnant, and if it started ovulating, then she was pregnant. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously, it's a
interesting.
one-shot thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to share this because this made me laugh. This is an actual charm for toothache. So this was. I'll just read it. When the moon is waning, is it waning?
Yeah.
On the day of Mars or on the day of Jupiter, say these words 7 times. Argadam, Magadam, Sivadam, you will eliminate the pain while standing in the open air on fresh ground and wearing shoes. You grasp the head of a frog, open its mouth, spit in it, and ask it to take the toothache away with it.
God, I had toothache,
Then
Your Honour.
release the living frog and do so on a good day and at a good hour. So next time you get a toothache,
Go
get
to
a
the
frog,
dentist.
spit in its
Say those
knob,
words.
Yeah.
and then let it go. No more dentists. Yeah, that's going to put dentists out of business.
Is it?
Actually,
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be that worried.
I'm actually no. I'm not going to tell my dentist next time I go because I think I'm weird.
So he has
What was
listened to
true?
this.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to that.
No,
I'm sorry, I'm getting to that.
Oh,
right, so
false one, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the last one,
the made up one was the sneezing one. That's actually completely made up. There's no truth in that. I will say that the church bells
You know what the annoying thing is, as you said, I was going to say, surely they'd be worried about it, the devil getting it in, so you sneezing wouldn't be allowing him to get in. And they're probably completely wrong, but it would have, maybe I should say it.
That just made up. But yes, they did ring church bells during thunderstorms because they did think the sound could drive away thunder and lightning.
Until the bells got struck and you were at the bottom holding a rope, got electrocuted.
Yeah. I was going to say, many bell ringers did die in their efforts.
Did they?
Yes, ringing the bells.
I think
You've got to remember, if there's a thunderstorm and you're at the top of the tallest structure...
I don't know why you would, I'm just saying...
Not all of them would have had the rope going all the way down.
This was before the whole Benjamin Franklin and electricity, like before they come up with the lightning rods and...
I think if I'm living near a church and we're getting from like 9 o'clock at night and they're out there ringing the bells, it's thunderstorm, I'm glad they're getting electrocuted. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah. You're just me.
Yeah, that's...
Anyway. Moving on from that.
Yeah. We're doing well.
Yeah.
We're looking sad for not knowing anything.
Did I? Oh no, I didn't even give myself a point. So that is another point to
I made that 2-0.
2-0. Right.
It just means you're a good liar, you know that.
I am, yes. Round 3. A. Pickpockets could be punished by having their ears nailed to wooden boards. Once freed, the torn ears served as a visible warning to others. B. A medieval English law required convicted criminals to apologise publicly to farm animals they had frightened during their crime. Or C. Remember, this is medieval times.
Yeah, I know.
Until the 14th century, forks were almost unknown in England. Until then, people ate only with knives and spoons. And occasionally with their fingers.
Right, that's true.
Yeah,
okay.
I reckon that's true.
I reckon that's true. Now, apologising to livestock.
Or nailing pickpockets' ears to a post.
That sounds like a Monty Python sketch. Because they have joked about it, nailing people to sideboards and things.
Ears, just ears.
Ears, but I don't...
Yeah, but they might have been historically correct then.
What Monty Python is a documentary.
No, not.
I mean, no, it was. It was set in. It wasn't set in that time. It was just a joke.
Right.
So it was either nailing your ears to walls or the floors or something. That's not. I don't know. That's going to be that easy to do.
Should we try? I've got a stapler in there.
Well, it's different, isn't it? Or what was the other one? Oh, apologising to livestock for scaring them.
No, what sort of crimes were they committing where they was apologising to livestock?
I wouldn't even like to
I don't know if it was antisocial behaviour, public order, and then I imagine
whipping your
it's
horse
not one
too hard, maybe.
Sorry.
If you're whipping your horse too hard, you might
it's
have to
it's still an offence to ride a horse furiously in a public place.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Town Police Clauses Act.
Oh.
Apologising to livestock, naming. I'm not sure about the naming. Then.
I'm glad I've made this easy for you.
Yeah. I like the fact we've narrowed it down to 2 and haven't got a clue which one it is.
You could do it, dip, penny and chip if you're not sure.
I don't know that one. I won't say
that.
So
can you read the apologising one again, please? Sorry.
So, a medieval English law required convicted criminals to apologise publicly to farm animals they had frightened during their crime.
I'm going to say that one's crap. Why would you be convicted of frightening an animal?
No, during their crime. So if they committed a crime,
you
like
said
burglary,
convicted.
No, the crime isn't necessarily.
Oh, so if you broke into the house,
yes, and you frightened an animal.
It's not for cattle.
So you frightened the dog or something because you broke into the house.
Go back
you
and
have to apologise to
the
the
fact
dog.
you've added more to it now makes me think that one might be true. Because if you just made it up, would you have put that much thought into it?
Who knows?
I'm going for the first one then. I can't even remember what it was.
The first one is nailing it. You think that's made up? I think that's made up.
Yeah.
What was it?
You're wrong.
Oh, bloody hell, was it? What was it?
I actually forgot. No, the apologising to animals was made up.
We nearly got that one. We have half a point.
No, I don't. I'll say we don't deserve anything for that. That's embarrassing.
No. So, actually, although it sounds barbaric, it was a common punishment. So either one or both ears would be nailed to a post, or sometimes they would just cut their ears off.
I suppose post would be easier, wouldn't it? Yeah. If you have 2 posts, you can nail
The
them.
good to right is they flat out quite a bit, so it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, could try.
I suppose you pierce your earlobes, didn't you?
But
it's just having something behind it.
And obviously, you already know about the fall, so I don't need to go into lots of detail about that.
They nail their ears to a board and leave them there until they just rip their heads off.
Yes, well, rip their ears off, and then the ears would stay behind, and it was like a reminder that that's what.
Especially if you go through far enough, it's going to cause a lot of damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had an earring ripped out, and that absolutely canes. That's so painful.
That's quite a good punishment, though. Actually, I quite agree with that one. I think.
Well, we're not bringing it back.
No, not after they ripped her earring. She stole that earring from someone's pocket.
You nail your ear there and go, right, you're there until you've got enough strength to rip your own ear off.
It's a bit like a scene out of the Saw movies.
Or maybe it's just like holding pen until you get your court hearing.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, funny. Right, go home. Just go home. Right. Anyway, here's one for a bonus point. If you guess this right, you get 2 points.
Okay.
So it's a chance for you to sort of catch up.
God.
Right.
So we'll be
So I'm going to give you a fact. You have to tell me whether you think it's true or not.
Right, okay.
After a great battle, it was often the job of the local women to help count the bodies of the men who were killed. Lucky ladies. As dead bodies are so heavy, it was much easier to simply chop off the hand of the corpse and place it in a large canvas bag, which was later emptied for counting. The bag was commonly called a handbag, leading to the name we have for women's bags today. That is where the term handbag comes from, or is it? Did I just make that up? Now, if you guess that right, or guess you get 2 points.
No, it sounds like absolute pony.
Obviously, I know the women did used to go around and clip the jewellery and things like that after a battle.
Collect teeth
Did they
as well,
collect
didn't
their
they?
hands?
And anything.
And would they want to really be standing there cutting their hands off when you could just pile the bodies up?
I wouldn't put any past these people.
No.
They nail people's ears to balls and
barbaric.
And we believe that they would apologise to dogs. So why wouldn't they cut someone's hand off?
I still think it's pony.
I think it's true, but
oh no!
You have to agree because you're against me.
I think it's called a handbag because it's a bag.
Well,
that's
I don't think that's where the name comes from.
That's the fact I'm asking. I'm not asking if all of it's true. I'm asking is that where
the
handbag? No, I don't think
they call it a sack that has to have hands in it.
So you think that's made up?
I don't think it's a handbag. You
locking that in?
It's not a handbag, that's not where handbag come from.
Actually, it is.
No!
That's 2 points to me. I'm doing well here.
5-0 down. We're 5.
I'm not going to get too big for my
better make some substitutions.
We've already brought one off the bench.
Yeah. Anyway, we go on now to Victorian nightmares.
Okay.
So we're moving away from the medieval period.
That's where handbag comes from. Yes. I'm sorry, I know I'm going back a bit, but...
Yes, that is actually where the term handbag comes from.
I knew that they went round... we got...
dear. It's, I know, obviously, like, after Waterloo, they went around and started pulling their teeth out, and then they would use them as dentures, known as Waterloo teeth.
Yes, I've heard of that.
I didn't think they'd go and remove hands.
Yeah, but that's how
it'd be easier just to remove a finger, wouldn't it?
Then
get a thumb.
We'd have finger bags.
Yeah,
that sounds
bags,
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, round 1. A common parlour game in Victorian England involves setting fire to a bowl of brandy and attempting to fish sweets out
Raisins out of it. I've heard of that game.
B. Victorian doctors once believed that children could see ghosts more easily than adults, so sick children were made to sleep with mirrors facing the bed to reflect spirits away. Or C. Queen Victoria gave us the white wedding gown.
But she did wear a white wedding gown.
She wear white, yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe...
I reckon that's true.
I reckon that's true, and I think the first one I've heard before, so we'll go with the middle one.
You think the middle one?
Which was whatever, I can't remember what it was.
About Victorian doctors.
Victorian doctors,
yeah. You locking that in?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Think about it. Take your time.
I'm sure I've seen on the telly.
No, you were sure about
the raisins in it.
That one there we'll put to one side.
I'm sure Victoria wore white, and I'm sure it was covered.
I think she wore white on her wedding day.
Yeah. The question is, did she give?
Did she bring us?
She
the
like,
yeah, I wouldn't be
because bear in
surprised
mind, you
if
wouldn't have had the
people
money
would
then. You just
people would have
bought
copied
you
her.
somebody best or something. So
Yeah.
we'll go with the second one as fake.
You think the second one's fake?
Yeah.
Well done, your first
Yes. Come back
It
begins.
comes
point.
to
Your
come back.
first point.
Consolation point.
You're catching up.
Oh.
So yes, the game that I mentioned was actually called Snapdragon, and it was a popular parlour game. And you would get a big bowl of brandy, put raisins, that was one of the things, or sweets or almonds or something, and you'd set fire to it. And somehow, I don't even like to think how, bearing in mind children would have played this as well, you had to try and get the sweets out.
Put your hand in and dig it out.
Just get stuck in there.
Without setting fire to your beard or your
No doubt they would have had some
curtains.
stupid way of curing burns.
Probably. And yes, Richard, you were right. She wasn't the first to wear white on her wedding day, but she was certainly the most influential. So when she wore white, that was where the whole
Influencer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So technically, although she wasn't the first, she did, in a way, bring us the white wedding
I wonder
gown.
if the company called Snapdragon or whoever, there's something called Snapdragon, they're an AI.
Is there?
Vodafone's AI or something called Snapdragon. I wonder if they know about that game.
Yeah,
I might write and tell them and say,
Yeah.
can you give me some money, please, for bringing this to your attention?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Anyway, let's have a look. Go on, you.
Right, what's the next question?
No, you have to put the final word before I tell you. He might be Googling the answers.
Yeah, look.
Googling.
Laptops powered by Snapdragon.
Oh, I knew I'd heard.
Burning brandy and raisins.
They're a chip company powered by Snapdragon, so it's a processor.
And the chances are it's going to be a foreign company, so they're not going to be aware of it
Probably
or
won't
even
know.
care.
No.
Yeah.
Right, let's go on to round 2. So well done, you got a point that time. So A, Victorian doctors warn that reading novels, especially exciting ones, could overstimulate the brain and lead to nervous collapse, hysteria or moral decay. B, some Victorians believed fingerprints changed with age, so police records required suspects to resubmit their fingerprints every 5 years to stay accurate. Or C, Victorian children were sometimes given soothing syrups containing opium or morphine to calm them, help them sleep or stop teething pain, often sold openly over the counter.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that the middle one, like I say, would they go to that?
Well, surely on the 50 you think, hang on, this is exactly the same. It hasn't changed in the slightest.
Yeah, or suspects. Well, you were suspect your whole life, constantly. Just go back and I don't want to see.
The bloke who wrote, I think it was a Frenchman who wrote about fingerprints, would have noticed it before it came out. Bear in mind, this is late Victorian era. They started collecting fingerprints as well.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think that was the first one.
Victorian fingerprints.
You think that's
so we're going for the novels, even though does sound quite plausible because they did come up with a lot of crap like why women shouldn't ride bicycles.
No, we're saying the fingerprints is the made up one.
The novel, reading novels, is not made up. About them reading novels, but it makes.
What you think fingerprints is true?
Oh my God, no, I don't. I'm confused now.
What are you talking about?
Hang on, the fingerprints is false and the novel one's true.
You think the novel one's right?
I'm confused myself now. Oh, none of them are true. I don't know what's true or false anymore. Donald Trump's on the radio all the time.
He's lost his mind. So you're locking in B.
So,
yes.
Fingerprints.
Well done.
Yeah.
Got another point.
It seems so. The bloody medievals.
I know, they always confuse people because they're so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so well done. That's very, very well done. Let's go to round 3. Oh, just to say, I mean, you probably know this already, just as a side note, the children's medicine, there was actually a remedy called Mother's Friend, and it was a mix of opium, water and treacle and given to babies to keep them quiet. And as you can imagine, there were quite a lot of infant deaths.
It was rebranded in the 2000s as Mediced.
Yeah, well, there you go. I was going to put
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the one that they used to give the kids when we were.
No,
we never did that.
No, never.
Anyway.
Cowpole or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I used to love cowpole, the pink one.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to always pretend I was 6. They had the 12 plus, and it was orange. Yeah, but it weren't the same. It was orange. It didn't taste right.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. It was
the orange one.
Well, you just drink copious amounts of the kids' one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Mum, I've got a sore throat. Can I have some cowpole? She'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're 47, she said, get it yourself.
I'm not 47, can I just say? For the record, I'm not 47. James was 47, no. Anyway, round 3. A. Some Victorian households kept small indoor thunderboxes, wooden cabinets designed to trap and store bad smells during storms because people feared thunder could force foul air back up through floorboards and make the family ill. You can tell I had great fun researching this. I was in hysterics. B. Some Victorians genuinely believe they could contact aliens by using giant mirrors to flash signals into space, hoping Martians would recognise the patterns and reply.
So by then, I think someone had got a telescope, looked at Mars, and thought he could see canals. It was actually the blood vessels on his retina, but it would have been in the news. I would have thought so. Then maybe.
C. Charles Dickens's famous door knocker beard wasn't a style choice, but due to the fact he could not grow a full beard.
Oh no.
Charles Dickens' beard.
Yeah, because he had that funny beard, didn't he?
He did have a weird beard, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, it was kind of like.
Yeah, you should be able to. You
oh,
should
right, so it was almost like an Amish.
You should.
No,
you're not.
No, look at his beard. Sorry, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, I didn't even.
You should have provided us with a picture of
these weird beards.
You can look it up after.
Right. So
aliens. Well, bear in mind, you also War of the Worlds is a Victorian novel.
Is it
late Victorian? I believe. Yeah. Brilliant book if you haven't read it.
I haven't read it actually.
Oh, it's a great book. Yeah, I'm sure he was a Victorian. Best stuff in the Victorian era. What was the first one? I can't remember. The first one was
First
aliens.
One was the Thunderboxes.
And the Thunderboxes.
No, I can't. I just for the alien thing, I don't know if they'd have.
Would they have tried to communicate with aliens, especially after?
Would they have been aware of aliens?
That's what I mean. Would the concept have even existed? Because I think there would have been other stuff.
At no point did it say in which part of the Victorian era. Because bear in mind, at the time there was always the constant fear of invasion from foreigners, so that's the fear he was playing on when he wrote that book. So straight away, would they want to communicate with someone if they were concerned that they were going to invade at some point? And they didn't woke him.
So you've got aliens, Dickens' beard,
or Thunderboxes.
Thunderboxes. That sounds like the sort of thing they would.
Yes, do. I think we need to start looking at the sort of that sounds absolutely crap.
Imagine you're a Victorian.
True. Yeah.
Put yourself into the shoes of a Victorian and think, would I do this?
And
that's a long old period
Dickens'
as well.
Beard sounds feasible.
Yeah, couldn't grow a proper beard. So we narrowed it down to 2. It's taken us 10 minutes to get down to 2. The Thunderbox, which I think. The Victorian era was a long old period. So by the end of the Victorian period, you'd like to think most of them would have had enough sense to know that's crap and that the Thunderbox just become a nickname for the Kazi. Or they were trying to use mirrors to communicate
with aliens.
Yeah. They had a telephone by then. What were they doing? So we got it down to Thunderbox or aliens. And
I'm gonna have to. I would say I don't think they'd be thinking about aliens.
I want to go with a Thunderbox. We'll go. In that case, we'll go with the aliens bit.
No, Thunderbox.
Oh,
because if you're the captain.
No.
We go with the Thunderbox.
Right, Thunderbox.
So are you locking that in?
We're locking that in. We're locking it into the Thunderbox.
Well, you'll be glad you said that because that is actually correct.
Oh, we know the Victorians, so they're 3 out of 3.
Well done.
Yeah.
You're catching up.
Yeah. That's 5-3.
Yeah, so that was completely made up.
Yeah.
I did have.
You did.
But yes, it was in the late Victorian era. Yeah. Some scientists and inventors seriously proposed using enormous mirrors or reflective signals to contact intelligent life on other planets, particularly Mars.
Maybe we should have looked at intelligent life on this planet
and
first.
The idea was by arranging vast geometric shapes or flashing sunlight in precise patterns, the extraterrestrials would recognise them as artificial and would respond. Now, there's no evidence that they actually responded, but Victorians did do this.
Surprised.
So yeah, and yes, the Charles Dickens thing, that is true. He was also very insecure about his weak chin, apparently, and that's why he had a beard. He had a weak chin.
Not fully covered his chin though.
No. Anyway,
I can't remember what his beard looked like, to be honest.
No, it was kind of It's hard to imagine that. You
And
can look it up
Yeah,
after
yeah,
he
this.
wasn't a very nice man, was he? The way he treated his wife. He had her shipped off to an asylum as an alcoholic.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
he was,
didn't
and
know.
because he was having an affair with a much younger lady, and then he convinced everyone she was mad, and shipped her off to an asylum.
Oh, yeah, drink your prosecco.
After she, I think they had 8
What,
or
so
9
Dave can
kids.
ship me off to an asylum?
They had 8 or 9 kids, and yeah, he convinced everyone she was an alcoholic.
That would
No,
send
does that
everyone
make him a
mad.
bad person?
Not the 8 kids.
No,
the way
I
he
mean,
treated her.
we trade her into a younger model.
Well, yeah, it depends on how you feel
I'm
about
telling.
it.
I'm telling.
Yeah, he
I can't tell
trade
on
you
you,
into
but I
a
can
younger
tell on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Animals behaving badly.
Okay.
You'd know all about this
Oh, we would do all right.
Yeah.
because
Why would it?
he's
And
got
it's
a
kind
dog
of
that
dog
behaves
that's a
very
nightmare.
badly.
Oh, so how do you often apologise to him when you've...
Yeah, when I've done something wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Round 1. Medieval beekeepers believed bees could be punished for misbehaviour, including sentencing
Misbehaving.
them to exile from the hive. B. Rats were formally excommunicated by the church for destroying crops after they ignored a summons to appear in court.
True. I've heard that story before. They didn't
See?
appear because, and their defence said it was unsafe for them to travel in daylight because they might have been attacked by cats.
C.
So we know
A
that one.
13th century English monastery banned cats after monks complained they were deliberately knocking over candles to start fires.
That sounds more like a TikTok meme thing, doesn't it? Cats knocking over stuff. So that straight away makes me think that one's
What was the first
the
one?
bees, the punishing
behaving
bees,
badly.
Bees,
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
being punished
Beehi-
for misbehaviour.
beehiving badly. I can't believe you didn't get that one in. Funny.
Should have done.
Yeah.
I'm falling behind here.
Yeah.
So which one? So obviously you're saying the rat one is true.
I think that rat one's
So
sure I've heard
it's-
that
one
one.
we've kept
So
discounting.
if you're discounting that, then it's between the bees being punished or cats deliberately
That
knocking
one
over
sounds like-
things.
I know they were stupid in those days, but trying to punish a bee.
But that would surprise me in the slightest.
What did they try to do? Can you read the bee one again, please? Sorry.
Medieval beekeepers believed bees could be punished for misbehaviour, including sentencing them to exile from the hive. That was one of the punishments.
Yeah, I don't know how.
How would you know what a bee is?
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't exile a. They all look the same.
I don't want to sound racist, but they do all look the same.
Yeah, no, I think it's got to be the bee one, because how would you identify one bee from
That
another?
doesn't mean they wouldn't try it though, Mike, because that's still that knocking camp. I've never heard of a monastery being burnt down by a cat.
That's because the monks took
Candles over,
action.
do you reckon?
They banned the cats
They
before
took-
they could
yeah,
burn
yeah,
the
they-
monastery
they-
down.
They knocked one over. And
That's
they went,
why
that's
you've
it.
never heard of a
That's it.
monastery.
I reckon it's. Although she's a
So
bit
it wasn't-
vociferous in saying, no, don't go for that one.
Yeah, I still think that one's crap.
I'm
That does,
staying
bear
out
in
of
mind,
it.
there's plenty of videos of cats knocking things off the tables now, and I wonder if that's where that
Influence
comes
Sarah.
from. Yeah, cat videos. Yeah.
Do you watch videos of cats knocking things over?
And
Oh,
like,
she's
that's
a
what
bee.
she wants us to believe.
Oh, I think. Go on, you seem quite convinced that
No,
cat.
don't put it all on me again.
Oh, I reckon it's the bees. I'm convinced it's the bees.
What, you think that's the fake one?
You think that's
Yeah.
a
I
fake
think
one?
that's
I
the
can't
Just
see
much
how-
fun. There's all sorts of things about keeping bees and what they can and can't do, and what they believe bees could and couldn't do. And
All right, then we'll go with the cat one. You. We'll go with the cat one. Go on.
why would you? I think the only reason they have cats in monasteries would keep the mice
Keep
down.
mice
But surely
down.
you wouldn't then let them in. You'd just have them outside.
Cat one.
What we're
Cats. I'm
deciding,
going
we're locking in the
I'm
cat
putting my
one.
foot down.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Oh my god, you're going to bloody win.
5-4. 5-4.
Right, I can't have this.
Bloody medievals ruined this.
Round 2.
Round 2? I thought that was round 3 we just did.
No, that was round 1 of
But
animals.
this is the
behaviour.
animals.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, we've moved on. Round 2. A. Queen Victoria briefly banned Dutch hounds from royal residences after one allegedly bit a court official's wig. B. A Victorian zoo attempted to dress orangutans in human clothing to improve their manners.
Yeah, I believe
They
that.
were
Yeah.
people that did that, where they would put them in houses and in the hope that they become human.
Or
Yeah.
C. Victorian newspapers reported multiple cases of pet monkeys escaping homes and terrorising neighbours by throwing crockery.
Oh. Now, Queen
Is this Victoria again?
This is
Queen
well,
Victoria banning
that
Dachshunds,
is that particular one.
for biting someone's wig. How would on earth would a dachshund bite someone's wig?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
No, so that's the one we're looking at as being
False one.
fake. It wouldn't surprise me if people had pet monkeys though.
Allegedly, bit of wig.
Allegedly, bit of wig. Oh, hang on.
No, I reckon it's that one.
Well, I don't know that she banned animals. I'm sure chances are she might like animals.
I think it's the Dachshund one.
Yeah, go with the Dachshund.
So you think that one's made up?
Yeah.
Definitely think that one's made up.
Go on.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
Okay, we're 5-5.
Yes.
Yes, it's in there.
Okay, this is all going down the pan.
What a comeback this is.
Yeah.
Oh. And I thought we only brought you in to freshen up this very staid format. You might have saved us.
Anyway, round 3. This is the final round in this bit.
Okay.
I don't know how many more we've got. Not too many. A. Medieval court records include cases of horses being fined for damaging property. B. There were genuinely documented cases throughout history where animals literally fell from the sky during storms.
True.
A phenomenon known as animal rain. That.
Oh, that.
A phenomenon.
Like a phenomenon, only said
Oh, yeah,
I
there's
can't say
fish
that word.
and frogs and among other things,
In the 18th century, a goat was elected mayor of a small European town after locals claimed it was less corrupt than humans.
That sounds about
that's
right.
definitely. So the last two.
Unfortunately, it backfired because they set up a nanny state.
Oh.
No.
Did he ban his policies down there?
Absolutely. Welcome to the team.
So you think
We're going A.
You think A is made up?
Yeah.
I can't even remember what A was. And I
That
think
was
it's made up.
the horses being fined.
Horses being fined.
Property.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
Oh,
The goat one is made up.
is it?
Oh, really?
Sure. Maybe it wasn't in the Victorian era, or it wasn't that long ago. Maybe it might find somewhere in America they voted.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
No,
we're
they
so
voted-
sure on that one, weren't
There
we?
was somewhere in America, I think it had a headless
It possibly
chicken
may have
mayor or something.
happened, but
Yeah,
it wasn't in a European
Well,
town.
America had,
Headless chicken.
and they had a dead man, didn't they?
Oh, that, yeah.
He won, yeah.
They've got one in the White House now.
Yeah.
Brain dead. Moving on from politics.
Yes, we're getting political.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
I want to go down.
Let's go on to religion now.
Accidental inventions.
Oh,
Round 1.
yeah.
A. In the 19th century, a French chef accidentally created a new dessert after pulling a half-baked tart from the oven too early. Instead of throwing it away, they served it upside down, can't even talk.
Caramelised.
That word. What he
Cannibalised.
said.
They cannibalised it.
I can't even say it.
Caramelised.
Fruit at all. The mistake became famous and it is still eaten today.
What's it called?
I'm not telling you.
Oh.
Because you made it up.
Yeah.
I might have done.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing, you don't know. B. In the early 20th century, a baker experimenting with shelf-stable bread accidentally invented sliced bread after a loaf collapsed while cooling. To make it presentable, he cut the loaf into even slices before selling it. Customers loved the convenience, and bakeries soon began selling pre-sliced loaves as a standard product. C. Potato chips, or crisps as we call them in England, were created to annoy a dissatisfied diner in 1853.
I think the bread one sounds true.
Yeah, well, yeah, it may very well be. All I thought of, there was someone who invented the machine that sliced bread. He spent ages designing it, and his house burnt down. He lost everything, and he had to start from scratch and do it all again before he could patent it. But that doesn't mean that that's not true.
Yeah, I think
Sliced bread, French chef, and the crisps.
the first one sounded true to me because, first of all, why would Sarah put a word in that she can't say?
Yeah, but the only problem with that is there are quite a lot of words in
I
English
can normally
language,
say it.
and
I
most of
can
them she
normally
can't.
say
There are
that
a lot of
word.
words Sarah cannot say, and she puts them in on a regular basis.
So
I don't think we can take that into
I can
Okay.
say them, I just can't
that's my
say them
theory
when I'm
got out the
recording a
window then.
podcast.
That's the way I've been working on it.
If anyone actually listens to this podcast, they'd know that.
Yeah.
But
I think the chef one's true.
French chef, you reckon? What about sliced bread?
I think that could be
So
true.
it's between sliced bread and potato chips.
And the other thing is, I think they're more recent than you said 1850 something. I think they're more recent than that. I wonder if they're a 20th century thing. So if we go with crisps then.
Crisps are...
As in made up.
Oh, yeah, because I think the other two do sound like... I mean, they all...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crisps.
Yeah, we go with the crisps as being false.
You think crisps are false? Actually, that was true.
That was false then.
Yeah.
What was false? Don't tell me it was the bread, because I'm convinced that was true.
It was the bread. So
you did say I'll
the first one, you're right. It was actually I won't do the whole thing, but it happened at the Hotel Tatin or Tartin, and this was located about 105 miles south from Paris, and it was run by two sisters. And the story is that Stephanie, who did most of the cooking, was overworked one day, and when she attempted to make a traditional apple pie, she left the apples cooking for too long and burnt them. So she tried to save the dish by putting it into the oven as it was, in a pastry base, and she just chucked it in the oven, took it out before it was finished, and they ended up with...
Bland, is it?
It's called tartine. I can't say it. Tartine.
Right.
It's a French dish.
Yeah. Hence the French accent. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a French accent.
No, it wasn't that.
If it was very bad. So the bread one, sliced bread was not sold until 1928.
And that would have been because of the bloke who
and that was because of your American bloke.
Sorry.
He came up with the idea of a single loaf bread slicing machine. And yes, the potato chips. So there was a chef called George Crumb, and he was working at Moon Lake Lodge in Saratoga Springs in New York. He was serving French fries, and the customer complained they were too thick. So he made a thinner batch, and they still said they were too thick. So just to annoy them, he cut them really, really, really stupidly thin, to the point where you couldn't even pick them up with a fork. And the customer loved it.
Right.
And that was where crisps...
And what do they call them out there? Fries?
They call them potato chips. But we call them crisps.
Right, yeah.
And French fries, even though they're Belgian.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
So what's that, 7-5?
That's 7-5.
Yes.
We pulled it
Come
back
on.
only to... Yeah,
Round two.
Knackered in the last...
A 1920s American chemist attempting to create a waterproof shoe polish accidentally developed a stretchy elastic substance. The experiment was deemed a failure, but factory workers began using the rubbery material to bundle paperwork together, leading to the early mass production of elastic bands. B. Anesthesia didn't start in the operating theatre, it started at parties. In the early 1800s, people inhaled laughing gas, nitrous oxide, for fun at social events, holding laughing parties, I'm sure they do, where the main attraction was watching guests lose all dignity. Or C, the slinky was invented by accident during World War II when a spring fell off a table on a naval ship and walked across the floor. The engineer thought it was so cool he decided to market the spring as a children's toy.
Well, I'm sure I've heard something along those lines, but it's not much of a spring. There's a proper spring wouldn't do that.
No, unless it had lost its springiness.
I don't think any of these are true. They're all crap.
Two of them are true, and one of them is crap.
I think the naval one with the slinky's possibly true. I don't think the laughing gas one is real.
I don't, would they have had laughing gas, or how would you? Bear in mind, this is the early Victorian.
They're saying
what
it
they
didn't
putting
start.
this in?
They would have started with. They would have definitely started medically with that sort of stuff, and then gone out. I would have thought, because you wouldn't say, "Oh, I've got an idea. Why don't we use this stuff to?"
Yeah, they would have known about what it could do before they started doing it. And if you want to watch people making asses of themselves, you put the telly on.
We didn't have telly then.
Maybe if they did, they wouldn't have kept coming up with this crap.
And what was the first one?
Rubber bands.
Oh, rubber bands.
Yeah, I think that
sounds
sounds truthful.
But yeah, maybe you might have reasoned out that one. So we'll go with your one, the second one over the laughing gas. Locked that in. Done.
So hang on, which one do you think's
Laughing
No,
gas.
yes,
You
yeah.
think
Laughing
the
gas is false.
You think the laughing gas is false? No, it's actually true.
Bloody hell.
So yes, they were using nitrous oxide. They hadn't really associated it as a medical thing. They were using it as a social thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until 3 medical men, William Morton, Charles Jackson and Horace Wells, all participated in these parties, and they realised that inhaling the nitrous oxide could actually suppress pain. And from then they started to use it in practice.
What was false? The slinky one?
The rubber bands one.
That was good. Well done.
See, I've had a lot of practice at this, you know.
Lying.
Lying, yeah. Only when it comes to this, I don't generally.
When he
lie.
leaves you for that younger model, you can't complain, you don't know.
No, I actually can't lie to Dave. He knows when I'm
Why
lying.
is he not in here then, doing this?
Yeah.
Because he'd win. Because he knows when I'm lying. Like, I
Right.
can't keep anything secret, even like Christmas presents, because he knows. But anyway. Yes, the slinky, that was the guy was called Richard James.
That's my name.
Oh yeah, Richard and James.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that? I didn't even realise.
But my name is actually Richard James as well.
Oh, of course
Chambers.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then you should have bloody known it.
I should have known, yeah.
So,
just madness.
You and your wife came up with the name Slinky, and the toy was first demonstrated to customers at Gimbel's department store in 1945, and over 400 Slinkies were sold within the first 90 minutes.
And people were bored of them after 5.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
literally
Yeah,
second.
crap.
One
I wrote
sold.
that one down, didn't I? So we got
I make
5,
it
7, 8.
8-5.
Yes, that's right. I did write it down. I'm glad you're keeping score as well, because, yeah. Okay, round 3. Post-it notes were invented in 1968 after a scientist messed up when trying to create super strong glue.
I've heard that one before.
B. Coca-Cola was invented by a pharmacist in 1886 and was initially marketed as a cure for many diseases, including morphine addiction, indigestion, nerve disorders and headaches.
Okay, and C, which is
C.
false.
Don't look at me, a bit of paper.
No, oh God.
A failed attempt to create silent gunpowder led to the invention of fireworks when the mixture combusted too brightly to be useful in warfare.
Crap.
Yeah, that's not true.
Then that's not true. The Chinese invented that hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But the post-it note, thousands of years ago, the post-it note one, I've heard. I can't remember what the second one was now.
I've forgotten what the
The second one was Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. I think it had cocaine in it, didn't it? It was.
Yeah,
I think it was
believe that,
medicinal.
yeah.
So we're going to go with straight away with C.
You would be correct.
Yes.
Well done. Oh, you're catching up.
How many we got to go?
We're nearly done, to be honest.
Oh,
I think
we got enough to catch up.
Yeah.
probably if you get them all right.
Yeah.
No
Right.
pressure or anything. So, yes, the post-it notes, that is actually true. Spencer Silver was trying to create a super strong adhesive, but instead he came up with a weak formula that didn't stick very well and could be easily peeled away. So initially it was dismissed as a failed experiment, but later it transformed into a post-it note after Silver's friend, Art Fry, I don't know why they got such weird names, needed something to keep bookmarks in his hymn book from falling out. So the simple mistake led to one of the world's most staple office supplies. And then, yes, Coca-Cola, which was created by Dr. John Pemberton. So he created the syrup that you mix with carbonated water. You know about Coca-Cola. And it was meant to be for medicinal purposes, but it quickly became a popular soft drink. And yes, the original recipe did contain cocaine because it was in the form of the extract of the cocoa leaf. But it was a very, very small amount. It was about 9 milligrams per glass. No, so that was that. Right, I think we're on the last round.
Don't we get a 2-point question that you
No, not on that
No,
one.
this one is,
that
you
one-
could
Back
do.
to the bonus. We've only had one bonus.
Yeah.
Well, no, the reason for that is because I'd already done it,
Oh.
and then I found this out, and I was like, I have to include this. It's so good.
Nothing stopping asking it again.
No, because it.
No.
No.
Let's try.
Right, now, James, you should know that
Oh, go away.
UK laws that shouldn't exist.
Oh, no.
All right, Mr. Policeman Pants?
No, I'm not.
Right, round 1. A. It is illegal, so I'm going to give you some laws, you've got to tell me. Anyway.
Oh, God.
It's illegal to carry a plank of wood along the pavement unless it's being loaded onto or unloaded off of a vehicle.
Does it have to be done by Tommy Cooper?
B. It is illegal to fly a kite in public. C.
No.
It is illegal to place a stamp upside down under the Treason Felony Act of 1848 as it could be perceived as dishonouring the monarchy's image.
The only problem is that could very well be true. It's one of many laws that are never enforced. It's like when you go out driving, you're meant to have all your documents on you, but most people don't. They just don't enforce it.
So the one about the plank walking down the street.
Walking down a plank.
Unless you're loading it or unloading it, it is illegal to carry a plank of wood down the street.
Right, and the second one, what was that?
It's illegal to fly a kite in public.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
No, I can't either because it's just where else you can't fly it indoors, so you've got to fly it somewhere.
You've got to fly it outside, ain't you? You're always in public, ain't you?
But then I don't know how they're looking at it.
No, that's false. That's false. You can't.
I mean,
you can't fly it in public.
The annoying thing is we're going for UK law, so these could all be plausible. But if you look at them like American laws, some of their laws are ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's illegal to.
I have tried to base this more on UK laws just to make it more familiar.
I think there's one town in America where it's illegal to walk a donkey down the street unless it's wearing a straw hat. You can't. It's illegal to chain a giraffe to a lamppost, or in Florida or something silly like that. They have some stupid laws. But oh my God, none of these are true. I don't believe a word of any of them.
Well, two of them are true, and one of them is false.
But I wonder what it is because I wonder. There are certain things. It's like technically it's illegal to smoke in public because it's illegal to light a fire in a public place. Oh. So I wonder if it's along those lines. It's something really bloody stupid. It is illegal to fly a kite in public because you might garrot someone.
Or is it something to do with the overhead lines?
No, can't, no. Unless it's illegal, you've got to have something flying over a certain height. You've got to have a license or something like that. But then, because you've got to do that with drones now.
I believe the one about the stamp upside down is it's the sort of thing that they would have said years ago. And just
it might have been repealed. Yeah.
And bothered to change it. And then...
Oh no, mate, a lot of them have been repealed.
Unloading or loading a wooden plank.
You're allowed to unload it, but you can't walk down the street with it.
Sorry, I can only
unless you're loading it or unloading it.
Eric Sykes and Tommy Cooper with a plank down. That one sounds absolute crap. But then that's another. Once again, it could be public order.
Well, I'm glad I've caused this confusion.
Like
this is quite enjoyable.
I can't believe that they'd ever bring out a law to say you can't fly a kite in public.
No, unless it comes under some other stupid law.
I mean, kids fly kites on the green across from where I live. I'm sure I'll be phoning
criminals,
the police.
Absolute criminals.
That wouldn't be funny though to report it, wouldn't it?
Did you know?
There's kids flying a kite out.
I heard on a podcast it's illegal to you go down well. Oh, I don't know. The plank one, out of all of them, the plank one is. But then once again, there could be some obscure law that fits into.
Read the plank one again.
It is illegal to carry a plank of wood along the pavement unless it's being loaded onto or unloaded off of a vehicle.
And the only time I've ever seen that happening is off a scaffold lorry, and that is literally just to go up to the scaffold. There's no, I'm not sitting there under their arm
down the street. If I go and buy something from B&Q, I can't walk home with it.
No, that's what that's saying.
Yeah.
Right. So we say that's true or false?
I don't believe any of them at all. I mean, we haven't gone on about the third one.
The stamp one, I believe.
Right, we'll go with that one. What do you reckon?
I'm trying to pick the false one.
Yeah. So what do you reckon's the false one? Kite. Flying a kite in a public place.
You make the decision.
Oh, you absolute coward. We'll go with a kite.
You think the kite's false?
Yes.
That's true.
Oh.
The one that's actually the plank one is true.
Yeah.
The plank one's true. So it's the stamp.
Metropolitan Police District Act 1839, Section 54 is punishable by a fine. Although it's rarely enforced now.
See, that does make the most sense, actually, because, accidents could happen. We've seen it.
I suppose it's reckless as well, rather than anything,
It's actually, technically, under the Metropolitan Police Act, 1839, it does prohibit creating a nuisance by flying a kite. Although enforcement of this really depends on the context, the local bylaws and specific dangers. You actually touched on it earlier, flying a kite near power lines,
Yeah.
etc.
But they did have power lines when that can all go into being.
So, the stamp one I completely invented.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
I thought I heard that.
Maybe it might have been one of many
It's-
sort of
it's,
myths and of just apocryphal.
It is illegal to deface, melt down, or alter current or recently current coins.
Right.
Yeah.
That's under the Coinage Act of 1971, but the stamps one, no. If you put a stamp upside down, it's fine. Okay, round 2. It is illegal. So A, it is illegal to be found drunk in a pub under Section 12 of the 1872 Licensing Act.
That could very well be true.
B,
Yeah.
it's illegal to die in the Houses of Parliament unless you are the monarch or an exceptionally distinguished person.
What about the monarch?
As
Not the
dying-
monarch.
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 Sorry.
Weren't they an American football team in London?
Shut
The
up.
monarch. Yeah.
The monarch. Or an exceptionally distinguished person as dying in the Houses of Parliament would automatically entitle you to a state funeral. Or C, under the Police Clauses Act of 1847, it is illegal to hang your washing in the street.
I think that one's true.
Yeah.
Now, my concern with that one about illegal to die somewhere, bear in mind, it used to be illegal to commit suicide.
Yes.
So, yeah, well, attempted suicide, I imagine.
That's illegal to die somewhere.
Yeah, how would you...
Where would you enforce that
Just
law?
wouldn't you?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
dead. Right, we better take him off to prison then and execute him.
Yeah.
Quick, pick him up. Teach him not to do that again.
Yeah. Well, we won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's committed a crime and he's straight away regretted it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the first one was. My memory's really bad.
What was
It's
the
illegal
first
to
one?
remember a clue in a podcast.
It's illegal to be found drunk in a pub.
Yeah,
I think
believe
that one
must
just
be true.
sounds...
Drunk in a
I can't
public
think
place.
where... Yeah, it's still a public place.
Yeah. So I believe that's true. And
So we're going with the dying in the house, but I've just got this nasty feeling that one's true.
I can't believe that would be true.
Oh, I can. Bearing in mind, we thought that sticking a stamp on upside down on an envelope.
Yeah, no,
It's... Oh, God.
It can't be illegal to. Yeah, you can't. You don't
I just don't know how...
choose-
It wouldn't surprise me if they tried to enforce it, though.
What year did that one come in? Is that got a date?
No.
No. And the
Just
other
to
ones
make
have
it
got.
more confusing.
Yeah, don't believe
But
it.
the dates for
It's
you.
the obvious one. It's the obvious one, though, isn't it? But I don't remember the Town Police Clauses Act going back that far, but maybe it did. I'll just remember later ones.
I can't believe.
Right, we'll go with Parliament.
You think the Parliament one
Yeah.
is made up? Are you
Yeah.
locking that in?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You would be right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did make that up.
Yeah.
That's the worst one. Yeah, it's illegal to die somewhere.
The pub
Who
one.
are you going to punish for it?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
pub
dear.
one. Technically, this law does still stand. It is an offence, and it's an offence for the pub to allow drunkenness
Well, yeah.
or
Yeah.
serve
Can't serve
intoxicated
someone when they're
people
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
under the new Licensing Act of 2003. Although in reality, you're only likely to get a fine if you're behaving in a disorderly manner. If
Yeah,
you're just
disorderly.
drunk,
Yeah.
happily drunk, and you're not causing any problems,
You can do a podcast.
you can, yeah. And yes, the washing one, again, it's another technicality. Technically, it is illegal to hang washing in the street, and you could get a fine up to £1,000. But again, it really depends if you get caught.
Yeah. I think isn't it antisocial behaviour if you're doing your hoovering after 6 o'clock? Something like because of the noise.
I
I
wouldn't be
can't remember. It's
surprised.
stupid like that.
I
There's
wouldn't be
another one.
surprised.
It's just all these really
So many
stupid
things.
little laws.
You could really screw someone over if you were trying to get
Yeah,
one
you
over on your neighbour. You
Yeah.
could look at all these obscure laws and
Phone
be
up
like,
and
right,
say,
do
"Oi,
this,
stop
do this,
hoovering."
do
Okay, I'll
this.
take the kids out to fly a kite.
Yeah.
Right,
There we
go
go.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Got
And
ya.
not only that, you can use a string to hang your washing out.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
Okay, round 3, so last round.
Oh, God for that.
A. Until the late 19th century, it was illegal in England to lead more than 8 sheep across a public bridge without a permit from the local parish. B.
Okay.
You cannot let your dog mate with one from the royal household without permission. C. It is illegal to keep pigs in front of your house.
Bearing in mind that the royal family are very picky about breeding with their own relatives. I imagine they might be the same with the dogs.
Definitely.
But they do breed with their own
That's what I'm saying. They are picky. They might
but
they
they
don't want to breed.
Oh,
They
right,
don't want some
Just have its
common.
wicked way,
They'll only breed their dogs' relatives to
You
their
can't
dogs'
believe
relatives.
it. They would not want their dogs getting pregnant by some common or muck.
No,
I don't believe that.
or Americans.
Exactly.
Now I also like to think about that one. I don't know
And the sheep one sounds really.
Well, bearing in mind, a lot of people are given the freedom of certain places, which means they're allowed to drive cattle across bridges.
It's sheep.
Sheep.
Well, the sheep still counts as cattle. I think. Funny, it's also illegal to be drunk in charge of cattle.
What? Sheep?
I knew that.
Sheep are
I think it
classed
still counts as cattle. I
aren't
thought it was just livestock is cattle, isn't it? Not.
I don't
So
know.
not.
But it might be to like the weight of the bridge or something like that.
The freedom of the city of London, you means you can drive your sheep across bridges or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
So this is quite specific. More than 8 sheep.
Yeah.
So if you've got more than 8,
unless they thought more than 8 would cause enough trouble to damage it.
And what's the last one? So we've got the.
So you've either got more than 8 sheep, you've got the royal dogs, or keeping pigs in front of your house. It's illegal to keep pigs in front of your house.
Why would you want to keep pigs in front of your house?
Pork.
That could go backing up. Just say random words.
Yeah.
Pork in front of.
In case you want a bacon sandwich.
Well,
says the vegan.
I believe
I
that
always
one
want
is
a bacon
true.
sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
The 2 live cat. I think the dog one.
The dog one sounds like.
But is it?
Or you think that's false?
Maybe it might be
Leave it
first, but yeah.
What's the question? So,
Let's see the word in that one again.
What, the dog one?
Yeah.
B, you cannot let... start again. You cannot let your dog mate with one from the royal household without permission.
Oh, that's true then. True.
You can't let them.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Right, so the pigs outside the front of the house.
Yeah, I think that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, apart from the mess, I mean, pigs are generally, they have a bad reputation, but they're quite clean animals. They don't shit where they live.
Maybe that's why they don't want them out the front of you.
No, I suppose they're not going to do it in their house. You're going to
Keep on stumbling out into the front of the. Out into the road to do it.
Yeah, you go or oh gosh.
I think that one's true. But I think the sheep one's true and all. I think they're all true.
I don't believe a word of it. So any of them. Sheep, I did think 8 or more. Why 8 or more? Is that because it's true or that to confuse us? Pigs in front of the house.
Yeah. What, false?
I
Yeah.
think that's false.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Right.
Name?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Oh.
The false one was the sheep.
No.
So the royal one, which you obviously you guessed that was real. That law actually dates back to the reign of King George I, and up until it was abolished in 1965, would result in the death penalty. So
for the dog or for you?
For you, if you let your dog mate with a dog from the royal household, you'd get the death penalty.
Once again, that's the
up
word,
until 1965.
I think the word "let" is quite important there because there's a difference between if you're going to get in there or oh my god, what have you done?
Yeah.
1965, the death penalty was abolished before then, wasn't it? But,
no, 1965 was abolished.
It was, apart from letting your dog.
Unless you let the dog setting light.
That would seem much worse than
causing a fire in
else.
the shipyards and trees. Well, obviously, there's no death penalty at all now for anything.
No.
So it's a sheep. So did you mark that down?
I'm going to mark that down.
Yeah.
The pig one, under the Town Police Clauses Act of 1847, unless duly concealed, it is illegal to build a pigsty at the front of your property.
Well.
I guess you can build one at the back of your
sheep
property.
all along.
Nothing to that, yeah.
Right, so
I make that
currently
10-7.
10-7. Now, you're not going to win,
No.
but you could gain 2 extra points.
What's the point?
Is this the last one?
There is a bonus question.
Right, why don't you make it for 3 and call it a draw?
No.
There's no point. Should we go? Thank you for listening.
No. Right, there is one. So you could get 2 more points if you get this right. Pregnant women are legally allowed to urinate into a policeman's helmet.
Bollocks.
Is that because there was...
I think it's what's the word? Apocryphal.
where someone believes they've heard
Yes,
the
but
story.
it's absolute cack. And if it ever was, it was probably.
Well, no, it was we.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, what if a little bit slips out?
Catch.
So imagine you're having a wee,
really,
all of a
that's why
sudden,
they stopped it.
Yeah, a little bit slips out. What are they going to do?
It probably comes along from that streak at that time, and the bloke used his hat
Had to cover him, didn't it? Yeah,
cover him up.
I think it's a crap. It probably predates that as well. And if it was true, it's been repealed.
You're locking that in, so you think that is made up?
Yeah.
Okay, you got 2 extra points, but I still won.
Only we've got the sheep one right with a
10-9. Yeah.
10-9.
Now next time I see sheep, I'm gonna bother them, and I'm not apologising.
Yeah.
So I would just like to say that I won. That I'm the best, and you two suck.
Yeah, as I told you, either way, everyone looks like a loser.
Nearly a draw.
It was
That
lit.
was
To be
quite
fair,
good.
you did very, very well. Better than what I thought you'd
10-9.
do.
10-9.
Yeah.
So, well done, everyone.
Brilliant.
I'll have to start thinking up some more fibs.
We'll have to see if this new format saves a podcast.
I'll do one next time, and you
Oh.
two can either play
there
against
you
each
go.
other or team up.
Yeah, that would be good, actually.
Well,
right, we'll leave it to
It's
you.
1 against 2. It's like the question master against the two
Well,
losers.
it worked quite well, because originally it was going to be you two against each other, but it actually worked quite well being teaming up against the host.
Yeah. Has it saved the podcast, though?
Podcast doesn't need saving.
No,
Podcast
I
is just
think
doing
it's been on its
thing.
last leg since about 2 minutes into the first one.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
All right.
Right, well, excellent. Well, thank you everyone for listening. I'd just like to say that I am the champion. Well done, me. And hopefully we'll join you
Champion
again.
liar.
Yeah, I am a champion lion. I'm proud of that. So well done, me. Hopefully we'll join you again. Stop interrupting.
I just wanted to dedicate this one to Dave's younger woman.
Yeah.
He's going to replace you with.
You really like her, she's
lovely.
I already told you I cannot lie to Dave because he just I wouldn't, and he always knows.
Yeah.
I can't even pretend. I can't even lie about Christmas presents because he always guesses. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.